Hey fellow Swifties, and welcome to your ultimate guide to Taylor Swift's The Eras Tour here in Amsterdam. I'm Jessica, and I have lived in Amsterdam since 2014, and I'm here to tell you everything that you need to know about going to the concert and what to do in Amsterdam. So let's just dive right in. First things first, the concerts are July 4th, 5th, and 6th. 2024, and they will be held at Johan Cruijff Arena, and that is in the Zuidoost neighborhood of the city. Doors open at 3:30 for VIP tickets and 4:30 for everybody else. Ticketmaster is the place to go for tickets if you don't have one already, though I will tell you I have been trying the last few days. Nothing's available, but do keep trying because you never know when a resale ticket will pop up a few days beforehand, and if you have an extra, feel free to invite me. And Paramore is going to be the opening act, which I am so excited about. We saw them I don't know, 14 years ago in Virginia in a very small venue, so it'd be so cool to see them up on that stage. But if you are going, I hope that you enjoy them as much as I know that I would. Let's talk transportation. So there are a couple ways to get to the arena. So like I said, it's in the southeast neighborhood of the city. You can get there by train, metro, and of course like Uber or Bolt. So for train, you can go from Amsterdam Central Station. That would be the most obvious, but you can also check the 9292 website. So that is literally the numbers 9292.nl, and they will give you exact directions. You can of course also check Google Maps and City Mapper, but that is the local go-to website for local transportation. So if you go from Amsterdam Central Station, you have two options. The train, and we are talking a regular train, and that will take you straight to the arena station. Or you can take the metro. Metro 54 goes from Central Station, but just know that's going to be longer because there are going to be lots of stops involved. It's also on the Metro 50 line, which does not go from Amsterdam Central Station, but if you are on that line, you can get there from that place as well. If you're taking the metro, you have the option to get off at the metro stop before the arena stop, and that will be called Strandvliet, and that will be for entrances A through E and K. So that's the north or Nord side of the stadium, and be sure to enter in the entrance that is listed on your ticket. You will not be allowed to enter into any other entrance. If you get off at the arena stop, that will be for all the other entrances, including all south entrances. On the train, you can only get off at the arena stop, so don't even worry about that. You'll just have to walk around, but it's really not that far. You can get on public transportation by using just contactless payment. So you can use a contactless card or your phone or your watch, whatever you have that might have your contactless payment on it. If you're like me and you're like, I would just rather be down there all day just so like you don't have to think about getting there during the crowds or anything like that, what's good to know is there's actually a lot around that area. So there's 3 different musical venues, but something good to know, there is nothing on the agenda for the other 2, so it shouldn't be more crowded than just people going to see Taylor Swift. But there is a whole shopping area called Amsterdam Support. There is a theater, the Pathé, which I highly recommend. They have adult movies are gonna be in English, and you can check their website and it will tell you like if there's kids movies in English as well. So you have that option to do ahead of time, and there's also plenty of restaurants if you want to just stay in that area for a while. Some general tips for you when you are attending the concert. Make sure to have your ticket downloaded on your phone, whether that's with the Ticketmaster app or in your email. The stadium only works with e-tickets and digital tickets, so that's going to be using that QR code. I would also recommend you take a screenshot of that and also print it out if at all possible, just in case anything happens. You don't want to get stuck, right? For bags, make sure it's about A4 size or smaller. I'm going to leave a link down below for you with all of these things written out, including the actual dimensions, because I realize for a lot of you, A4 may mean absolutely nothing. So check out the blog post below so that you can have everything listed, and for easy access, everything's like bullet pointed and everything, so you can look at it while you're there. There are no locker points at the stadium. However, there are 2 locker points nearby. That's also going to be in the blog post. You can check that out. So just don't take big bags if you can help it at all. Also, no food or drink is allowed inside, including empty water bottles. I know, I'm really annoyed by that too. I think that is a very silly rule, but there's no refill stations in the stadium. I asked them specifically about it, and they said no. So sorry about that. It is also cashless, so bring your cards, bring multiple cards. If you're coming over from the United States, make sure you have multiple cards. Make sure you are telling your bank ahead of time that you are traveling. Seriously, you do not want to get in line and then your card is declined. That is not a fun day for anybody. What should you bring in your bag? Well, your phone, obviously fully charged, and clean it out ahead of time. Make sure you have plenty of room for photos and videos because you know you will kick yourself if you don't do that ahead of time. So phone, charger, your wallet, your ID, so wallet, cards, things like that. I would say tissues, hand sanitizer, friendship bracelets if you've made them, earplugs because concerts get really freaking loud, and anybody with sensitivities to things like that, please, please, please take care of yourself and bring earplugs. And of course, any medication that you might need. If your medication is liquid, you do need to bring a doctor's note. So you are in Amsterdam. I'm so happy that you're here, and I have so many tips for you. If this is your first time here, there are some things that you probably want to check off your list. Those things being the Anne Frank House, which you probably at this point will need to wait for possible day of tickets. So check the website at 8 a.m. to see if you can get any of those. The Rijksmuseum. Yeah, one of the most famous museums in the world. Definitely you'll want to check those out. You can get your tickets ahead of time for that. The Van Gogh Museum is also a really big one if you're into art. Or you can check out some quirky spots like the Mokum Museum or Wonder, where basically it's literally made for Instagram photos. It is so interactive and colorful and fun. Perfect for making like a whole experience here in Amsterdam. And of course, I would be remiss if I don't tell you to take a canal cruise. It is my number one. If I was telling you to do one thing here, take a canal cruise. Those damn boat guys are my favorite. They are the only ones that I use. After the concert, if you're getting a little peckish, I totally understand. Around the city, you will find places like Fabo, which is kind of the famous food from the wall, like a vending machine scenario. Perfect for late night eats. Also, favorite chicken is Sean's favorite late night eat. And that is in the center of the city. So you'll be taking the train or the metro back into the center to get to those places. But again, everything is listed in the blog post below. And if you want more Amsterdam tips, I have a full playlist for you at the end of the video, and I will also link the playlist below so that you can dive a little bit deeper into the city I love. I know safety is a huge thing, especially if you are not used to traveling or you're not used to being in Europe. Or you're just like, okay, I know that I should know about this, but keep in mind, Amsterdam is a generally very safe city. I've lived here almost 10 years, and I've never once felt uncomfortable walking by myself late at night, any of that. I realize that comes from a place of living here, so keep your wits about you. Use your common sense, travel in groups if you can, stay in well-lit areas, and yeah, keep your items close to you. That's it, Swifties. I hope you have an amazing time in my city. Please, please, please look into some of the other unique things to do. I will leave so many resources down below for you because I really want you to enjoy the city and maybe go beyond maybe the traditional tourist path. If you like this video, please like it, share it with anybody else coming to the concert, and we'll see you in Amsterdam. Bye.